here at Streaming Media, we're talking about streaming media and the offerings in terms of how videos are streamed are changing, and how is Adobe changing? And tell us about the HTTP and the changing ecosystem.
Yeah, no, so it's actually a really exciting time in the streaming industry and the delivery of video. Um, you know, Today we've announced support and delivery of our Flash Access solution, which provides true content encryption and playback in our Flash player in the browser. So really innovating in content protection and providing content owners with the secure delivery they need. We're also offering demonstrations of our HTTP dynamic streaming solution. And essentially, we heard consistently from customers that they liked the power and the end user experience of streamed content, but they wanted to be able to take advantage of their low-cost HTTP infrastructure. So we basically kind of innovated on the combination of progressively downloaded HTTP and streamed content using RTMP, and essentially provided HTTP dynamic streaming, which enables you to chunk up your HTTP file and then deliver that dynamically to the Flash player. So the nice thing is you can, instant on access. You don't have to wait for a buffer to finish. At the same time, you can change the quality of the content that you deliver dynamically based on network bandwidth and such. So you get a high quality experience based on a low cost open architecture.
How do publishers adjust the bit rate that works for them? That's a big question, but could you kind of give a little bit of an overview on that?
Sure. Actually, this is I think, a question that I think many content owners struggle with and wonder. Essentially, there are a bunch of different variables that you have to account for when creating a high-quality experience for the end user. The first, obviously, is the robustness of the encode and how large a file you want to deliver, and then the other kind of half of the equation is the end user's connection speed. The mystery box here is what happens to that connection speed as the user consumes video. Through our dynamic streaming solutions, be it based on FMS or now with HTTP, we provide intelligence within the context of the Flash player to monitor that network connection and enable the player to automatically up-level or down-level to different encodes.
Is that part of the Conviva thing, or?
No, actually, this is a functionality that we built into our Flash Media Server 3.5 and will be part of our dynamic streaming offering for HTTP as well.
We're very excited about the Droid. I might even have to get one. You've been sort of messing around with the Droid and Flash, and tell us what's happening.
Sure. So I'm fortunate enough to be one of the beta testers for almost any of the Flash player technology that goes through the office, which is super fun. But essentially, within the first half of this year, we'll be releasing our new Flash Player 10.1, which provides a fully featured Flash player that runs consistently on the desktop as well as on the smartphone. So we're providing to content owners and developers a consistent platform to which they can target across the fragmented device landscape. Personally, I've been playing a lot with the Android devices. I'm really excited about the end user experiences. I think, within the first kind of 6 to 9 months of Player 10.1 shipping, you'll see a pretty significant shift in the smartphone landscape. You'll start to see a variety of different devices that suit all the different users' needs, and all of them run Flash. One of the things we hear consistently from content owners, and specifically the major studios, is they're very excited to extend their reach of content online where their end users are, but they need to make sure they do so securely. They need to be able to maintain control over the asset so that they can window it and use it to drive revenue. They're in the business of monetizing their content. So, of course, as they extend online, they're looking for the most robust content protection solution possible, as well as the largest reach. And so with Flash Access 2.0 that we're shipping today, we are providing that to the market. You can encrypt the asset, apply business rules and logic, and play that back in the Flash player, which with over 98% penetration on connected devices really kind of gives you a combination of that reach and robustness.